Thank you, Madam President. Our next guest is Senator Karen Spilka, and Karen, as you know, has been a long-time, very strong advocate for our sector. She was able to get the amendment in to the Senate that ultimately got the salary reserve for us. So please welcome Karen Spilka, who has the twin caring force bear. And I'm going to suggest that our legislators name their bears so we can distinguish them.
This is my twin Care Bear. If you come to my office, you will see it also on my shelf. It's there proudly smiling at me and keeping me grounded and in focus as to what's important in our Commonwealth. So I thank you for this. I want to thank the Providers Council, Michael and Lisa and all of the members here, and all of you advocates. By you being here, you are telling us in the Commonwealth what is important to the residents of the Commonwealth and what is important for us in this upcoming budget. You are taking a stand, so I applaud all of you. I want to thank Senate President Therese Murray, who stood firm last year and also stood tall. When I went to her to include the funding in the budget, she said yes. As a prior chair of, yes. As the prior chair of Human Services, the Senate President long understands these issues and the importance of these issues. I want to appreciate and thank my colleagues, the ones in the House, Dave Linsky, Ruth Balzer, and Rep. Kay Khan, Chair of Children and Families, for all of their work, and recognize Kay for being honored here today, for also an incredibly strong advocate. The bottom line that I want to say to you today, and I think there are a lot of people that in the State House that you will hear this from. My experience with the Human Services has been for many decades. I have a sister, I am her legal guardian. She has Down syndrome and now she has Alzheimer's. For those that might have been here for the ARC and the recent event here in the State House, my sister Susie was here. Now Susie grounds me. Like the Care Bear, on days when she's not around, the Care Bear does it. But Susie really, out of everything in my world, grounds me as to what's important. It's as simple as that. I understand the issues involved in families taking care of loved ones with intellectual or developmental disabilities. I know how hard it is when there are programs that might be understaffed because the pay is just so low, that people literally don't want to do it because they can earn more at Wendy's. I know how hard it is for families that are trying to make ends meet on that pay, and how sometimes a second job is needed to make those ends meet, and then how tired the worker might be coming to do the job in the caring force. So I understand that, and as a loved one, having a loved one, I understand why it's so important. I want to have the full staff complement for the quality of care, as well as I want to have the programs. I don't want to be told, well, she couldn't go to a program because we didn't have the staff. We were low on staff, so she couldn't get the service, or she couldn't get the program. These are things that we should make sure are a priority in our budget. It's as simple as that. So I can tell you that your needs are my needs, your issues are my issues, and I understand and I will fight for these issues. I have your back on these issues. Thank you. It's a real simple issue. You know, there aren't that many issues that come to us that my kids would refer to as no-brainers, but this should be a no-brainer, fighting for this. But we in the legislature need to continue to hear your voice. You know from last year how effective your voice was. You got it in the budget in the Senate, it went through the House, it survived the conference budget, and then when there was a chance of it being cut later on, it was great seeing this sea of gold in the State House hallways. You prevented that cut from happening. You made that happen. This is a new year, though. You need to do it again. You need to mobilize. Make sure you see your state rep, your state senator. Make sure your voice be heard in the House budget, the Senate budget, the conference committee, and make sure with the governor's office. We can do it again. We need to stay on top of this. We need to be vocal. We need to keep this partnership going. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Senator Spilka, for your personal